So let's have this real talk. Justin Torrey, the more you donate, which will help me to put players in and help out with the HOC, the longer the sit down, brother. And you already know I'm good for it, man. I'm definitely good for it. So I'm going to explain a lot of things, and I'm glad that you guys are here. So we get to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Let me take off this belt real quick because I'm fat and this shit is bothering me. Give me 1 second. This applies to you, NetRealm, and anybody else. I got you for the next time, Mini. So, right? Casualties with subs. You already know, man. Let's talk. So, I want to address the Indra issue, right? As far as, because he brought this up on Twitter, and nobody cares if this is your first game, right? Nobody cares if this is your first game. We're not going to egg on you, joke on you if this is your first game. My point of this game being good and bad for the culture has nothing to do with making fun of you because this is your first game. The reason why I say this is good is because it brought in a lot of people to the fighting game community or fighting game culture, right? This game has done an amazing job bringing people in to not only get accustomed to this game, but to other fighting games as well. Now somebody's knocking on my door. Give me 1 second. He said, fuck it, I'm here. Oh, so you walk from Simpson Street? Okay. All good, all good. What happened? What, my cousin, why you saying my bad? So, no, my cousin. So it brought people to the culture, right? Thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Let me lower this. Thank you so much for the sub. So the thing is that that's a great thing. The problem is this game brings out a lot of bad habits that won't work in other fighting games. So if you picking up this game and you playing against somebody that has actual fundamentals, you're gonna struggle. Why? Oh, you just call? Okay, cool. The reason why you're gonna struggle is because this game encourages you to press light, use super dash as movement. There's a lot of things in this game that in other fighting games, it will be horrible to do. So, for example, me playing NetRealm, every time I would side switch, he's always pressing stand light or crouch light, which is horrible because that just shows me that he's pressing buttons as he's blocking. And this game, if this is your first game, it's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible for it to be your first game. Because it encourages mashing and encourages all that type of shit. And it sucks, though. It sucks because there's other fighting games you're going to pick up, such as Street Fighter, such as Tekken, Virtua Fighter, any other game, the new Guilty Gear. All those other games require solid fundamentals. You can't just mash buttons and expect to get a clean hit. This game, you do light, which he did it twice, and I got hit. Because he was able to, the game auto tracks. And there's a lot of auto tracking in this game. Vanish auto tracks. Level 3s, a lot of the characters auto track. Super dash auto tracks. Raw tag auto tracks. So this game does a lot for the player as opposed to letting the player do a lot for himself. You understand what I'm saying? That's why this game is bad for your first fighting game. Because you're not going to be able to do that in any other fighting game. All the other fighting games, legit, you got to do shit for yourself. Oh, Justin Torrey with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Yo, for real though, Prodigy. That's why this game, it encourages you to do the wrong things, and I don't like that about this game at all. That's one of the things, because I'm gonna get into the whole what I like about DBFZ, what I dislike, and all that other shit. That's what I fucking dislike. If you do, are you able to do another 5 more, Justin? If you could do another 5 more, I'll definitely sit down with you on a good sit down for sure. So that's the problem, and that's why when I sit down with you guys, I try to let y'all know, yo, this is not good to do. Even if you manage to get a hit on me, right? Like yesterday, I'm playing Nitro, and I'm telling Nitro, yo, don't do that. And then somebody was like, yeah, no, you could do that. It's perfectly fine. And I'm like, this is somebody that doesn't know about fighting games telling somebody with experience how to go about fighting games. You understand? And I'm like, you guys have to realize that a lot of y'all picked up Dragon Ball FighterZ and y'all have bad fucking habits. But those bad habits are good in a game that encourages bad habits. That's what I fucking dislike about this game so much, man. It actually encourages you guys to play like fucking animals. That's what I dislike about this game. That's why like my second team is to stop all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And my first team, legit, yo, Justin, thank you so much. Appreciate that. My first team, which is this team, is all about all that crazy shit, but it also controls the neutral as well. You understand? So for you, example, NetRealm, you kept doing the fucking the records with 17, right? But in reality, you shouldn't be playing like that. But the game tells you, technically, it tells you, yo, let's play crazy. Let's do things like this because it will work. It will allow you to get close to your opponent. And it's actually just not good. It's not good. And I hope that if there is a season 4, that all of that shit is out the window. Real talk. I think we're at a point in the game where we don't need that shit no more. People, we already lost the casuals. We already lost them. Now it's just the players that want to play the game. So let them learn the game while reducing all that crazy, simple but complicated shit. There's no need for it. There's actually no need for it at all to exist in this game. There's no need for Super Dash to be as strong, or not even Super Dash, more so Raw Tag to be as strong as it is. It's way too powerful. Way too powerful. I think that shit needs to go. There's no reason why Raw Tag should be as powerful as it is ever. In any fighting game, if you notice, in every other fighting game, Raw Tag, one way or another, is bad. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, when you come in, you gotta give me a second. I'm really on some crazy shit right now. Oh, okay, yeah. So, in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, if you come in Raw Diggity, you get comboed on. In Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, if you Raw Tag, Raw Diggity, and Marvel 2 and Marvel 1, if you do all those tags, Raw Diggity, you get punished. Yeah, it's Posey here. It's just I'm going in right now, so I want to make sure. Yeah. So every other game that incorporates tags, even in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, you can get baited and get punished, which I've seen multiple times, right? So all of those games, one way or another, you get punished. This is the only game that Raw Tag is insanely powerful. For what? Why is it so fucking strong? This game just like, god damn. And me playing Guilty Gear Strive, me playing Street Fighter 5, you know, I'm venturing off into other games again, into other territory, and I'm like, damn, man, there's just certain things about this game that needs adjustments. People think this game does not need chip or chip kills. More than ever, this game needs that shit. I'm sorry, this game takes forever. The human attention span is not a lot. It does not exist for that long. Y'all motherfuckers think this shit don't need chip and chip kills? Y'all bugging. This game has more defensive mechanics than almost any other fighting game that exists. And y'all think and Guilty Gear Strive, you get chipped, killed from just specials. From specials. This game damage output is low, is extremely low. For a tag-based game, I'm fine with that. But the simple fact that we have Dragon Rush as a throw is garbage. Dragon Rush as the universal throw is complete garbage. It sucks. Big time, right? The fact that there's no chip kills, which I've been saying this for the longest. We need those three to exist when it comes to 2D fighting games, because this game doesn't have strong mix. There's only few teams in this game, few characters that actually have like strong mix. Besides that, it's like it definitely has more defensive options than any other fighting game I have ever seen. Yeah, it's insane, and they're strong too. Elaborate on DR. So Dragon Rush is a 19 frame universal throw. Number one, that's actually really slow. When you play Guilty Gear Strive, throws are 2 frames, right? When you play Street Fighter 5, throws are 5 frames, right? Your universal throw is 5 frames. When you play Mortal Kombat 11, your universal throw is 10 frames. When you play Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, your universal throw is 1 frame. When you play KOF 13, I think your universal throw is 1 to 2 frames or something like that. So those games, the reason why they have throws that are fast and chip and all this shit is because the way 2D fighting games work is that the chip damage forces the opponent to want to press something and not stay stuck in block mode forever. That's the whole point of having chip damage and throws being fast the way they do and doing a chunk of damage. Throws are meant to be more of a read rather than a reaction. No, throws are meant to be used on a player that's constantly blocking, and you incorporate that in there to be able to throw them and apply that damage. So now the next time you go in, which is why shimmies work the way they do in Street Fighter, is because I go in, I throw you the first time, right? Boom. I go in, but I back out. Now you went for the reach. Now you went for the throw. Now I'll go back in, I attack you, and now I'll get bigger damage. Yeah, throws are meant to literally guard break. That's the whole point of throws existing in fighting games, because if not, you will literally be blocking all day. That's why I don't like Dragon Rush, because realistically, even though you guys get caught, even though I get caught, that shit is slow as fuck. It's slow, and then it tells you, oh, the green circle comes out, yeah, he's about to Dragon Rush. Mind you, it takes long for it to come out. It's too slow, and it's a lazy way to implement universal throws in this game. It's so lazy, man. I mean, it's not even so much online. It's mainly the game. Y'all think it's online, but it's really the game. Real shit. I'm being honest. It's really the game. The game just teaches bad habits. And then motherfuckers stay stuck in block strings forever too, because there's no push block. That's fine, there's no push block, but then the simple fact that like there's no chip damage and no chip kills kind of hurts the game, man. Real talk, it kind of hurts the game. If y'all really think about that shit hurts. It really does hurt. Like, the game takes extremely long. I'm fine with that if they was to incorporate chip and chip kills, or just faster throws. DR just has to be faster. Like, it's kind of trash. I will even take less damage, but for the DRs to be faster, I will be okay with that. It's nonsense, man. It's maybe 10 frames. It could be 10 frames. Like, throws in general could just be faster in this game. Like, so for example, when you get a throw with Z Brawly or Blue Cool or Android 16, they do a chunk of damage, but the thing that they only able to do after is just do supers, right? They're not able to convert unless they go for the medium version or even the heavy version of the command throw, where they're able to get a combo, but they're taking a risk because the startup is way longer. That's the whole point, is like the trade-off. Like, for example, doing a Dragon Rush is just kind of garbage, man. Give me a second, because right now I'm on a roll right now. Don't fuck me up, Posey. Yeah. So my whole thing my whole thing right now is like, if there is a season 4, there needs to be some major changes as far as how the game plays. There is Reflect, was extremely strong, which negates, it pushes back the opponent, right? And it also negates any damage done to you. And it auto reflects anything after that comes your way. So for example, if I do a multi-hitting super, the Reflect will literally reflect everything without me pressing it again and again and again and again. All I gotta do is press Reflect once and it reflects everything. Multi-hits or one hit. Right? So that exists. You also got Spark. You also got characters with DP, characters with armor. You know what I'm saying? Characters that nullify projectiles or beams. Characters that, like, there's just so much defensive shit that exists in the game. Delayed tech into Reflect. You can also wake up up tech. There's just so much shit, man. There's so much shit that's in the game that exists that is like, okay, let's add chip and chip kills. It needs to be done. These games take long ass time. Mind you, another thing too, believe it or not, the overheads are slow as fuck. 24 frames and you get nothing from it if you're by yourself. Mind you, the way assist works in this game is not like Marvel, right? So in this game, it takes 8 seconds for A and B assist to come back, and I think it takes like 11 seconds or 12 seconds for C assist to come back. That's kind of long. That's actually kind of long, considering this is kind of a fast-paced game as far as movement. In Marvel, yo, you call your assist leaves, 2 seconds later, bling, or it might even be a second, bling, shit comes back. So it's like this game just, they don't want, like, they're trying to avoid being like cheap, right? But I think a faster paced game, faster frames will benefit from it. So for example, your universal overhead can be like 20 frames, you know what I'm saying, or even 19, 18 frames, and then make it that if the person does do the overhead, they give up their turn. And happy birthdays suck in this game too. Happy birthdays are trash. There's just so many things. There's so many things that I'm like, yo, they can clean up in this game. They can clean up in this game, you know. And I'm talking about as universal feel. I love season 3. Don't get me wrong. I love season 3, and it's hard for me to love any fighting game. I actually can say I love season 3 of this game. I really fucking do. And it's hard for me to say that shit, man. It's hard, because I'm not one to really like love the fighting games of this era, but I think they did an amazing job with all the changes that they did. It's just there's still things that like bothers me deeply, because it could be a quick fix, and I'm not even talking about the online right now. That's a whole nother case that's obvious. But I'm talking about the other shit that I feel like can clean up the game for sure. And it's just the universal mechanics, such as the universal overhead, the universal throw, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. The overall chip, the universal chip and chip damage. Chip damage and chip kills. DBFZ will die because of Guilty Gear? No, I don't think so. I think people are gonna test out Guilty Gear, and then they're gonna come back to Dragon Ball. Or they may not even go to Guilty Gear. It's all pending, to be honest with you. It's all pending. So it's good. So no, I don't want nobody talking right now. So literally, the changes that need to be done. Like, I'm hoping that they can apply that, but it's all dependent though. It's all dependent. Yeah, and auto combo switching side is garbage too, man. That shit is garbage. All the things that they tried to make for the casuals are gone. The casuals are gone. No disrespect, but that's it. Yeah, Arxis and Bandai They made their money. Give this game another season or two and actually focus on the hardcore aspects of Dragon Ball FighterZ. That the roll tag being the way it is, kill that shit. Kill that shit. Like, seriously, kill that shit. The way light works, kill that shit. Kill that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, nah, we don't need a sequel, to be honest with you. Or if, like a semi-sequel, right? Like what Street Fighter V did for Season 3. And then they made changes, or even Season 5 where they added a completely new mechanic. But Joe Rod didn't come? Oh, shit. Okay. My goodness. Yeah, so let me, because then Acoustics and Posey want to talk with you as well, so I'm not going to make it as long as I was going to. Oh, okay, shit. Oh, nah, he's all right. He's all right. So, yeah, no, I agree. DBFZ needs an overhaul for sure, and he needs that fixed. Yo, thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate that. So, those are the changes that I would want, but the things that I love about Dragon Ball FighterZ, it made a community. It legit made its own community, which has been an amazing ride. Even though I wasn't a fan of Season 1 and especially Season 2, Season 2 was fucking horrible. But it helped me to know these guys that are behind this green screen. It helped me to open myself up. It helped. You know what I'm saying? Like it put HOC in the limelight. Like, we didn't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's thanks to you guys. Not only that, but the gameplay helped to be more unique, and they added assists, which was amazing for the game. They balanced out the characters really fucking good. They made tall characters way more viable. They took out all snap meta was garbage. Shit was horrible. So there was a lot of bad things in the game that they got rid of, and they cleaned it up, and it made this game like pretty much magical, at least to me, where I was like, damn, I can actually watch this game, I can actually play this game. If you guys notice, from Season 1, 2 to Season 3, my input and my dedication toward this game changed dramatically. It changed dramatically. I was nowhere near like this for this game, and I hope that they continue to work on this game and make it better and better. This game it's kind of godlike right now, man. It really is. T Nasty FGC, thank you for the follow. And the tournament don't start till 8 p.m. Yo, Dragon, like, seriously, this game, I like playing this game a lot. I really do. You will refuse to touch that sit bum, I remember. Huh? The stick? The controller? Yeah. I wouldn't want to play this game. Yeah, I did not want to touch this shit. I would play it just to play it, but I didn't care about combos. I didn't care about, like, teams. I didn't care about anything. I actually changed my assists around. I made a second team that I actually put together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this game just is godlike, man. And offline, when we have our offline events here, literally in like what, 3 weeks, this shit's gonna explode. This shit is actually gonna be OD. It's gonna be OD. People are gonna be reminded why Dragon Ball FighterZ, especially now, was the game to look at. Because when we come back with the offline, this shit's gonna be crazy. I do want to make a third team, but we'll see in due time. With Master Roshi. I still want to make a team with him. I really love the character. So, oh no, I know Indra, I know you in there. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait for us to finally have our fucking Season 3.5 Dragon Ball FighterZ offline, man. I cannot wait. It's going to be crazy here. Larry, we're doing it at June. Give me 1 second. Our first tournament will be June 26th. Our first offline event. I fucking can't wait, man. I just got my second dose 2 days ago. 18. But this doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing online events. I'm still going to do online events. Because you guys literally supported the HOC. When y'all really wanted me to do online events, I thought y'all were joking. And y'all said, listen, you do it, we're gonna show the same love back, and y'all really have, and I seriously appreciate that, man, because y'all helped me to be able to make moves that I would not been able to do at all. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all so much. Guilty Gear offline, not for now. I'm not, like, I think for me, because I have you guys here, it's much easier than for me to try to get people from outside of New York to come here, to go to whatever venue I go to and have them be there. I don't think I'm that guy for the offline Guilty Gear, but I think I could be the guy for the online Guilty Gear. So I'm just gonna do online Guilty Gear Strive. So those are like my pros and cons when it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ. I hope that the team, they really see that the game flourish into something beautiful, but it still has some ugly things that need to be fixed, and I really hope that they continue to show love and support towards this game, because the community will continue to show love and support towards the game as well. J-Bo, what is good? J-Bo, you told me Saturdays you was going to enter. You entering this Saturday? What's going on? Yo, Ryuki, what is good? What's going on? Don't forget that you guys can sign up literally for tonight's tournament by clicking on this link right here. Yo, Dragon Von Doom, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Can somebody put my man Ryuki in? It would be greatly appreciated if possible, guys. Mind you, he is a little kid. He is a little kid, so he's like 12, 13 years old. So if anybody can look out for Ryuki, it would be greatly appreciated. Fuck these kids. I'm thinking about it, Midnight. I'll see what's up. I'll see what's up. So, now that y'all know how I feel about Dragon Ball FighterZ, let me go on and talk about Guilty Gear Strive, because a lot of people be like, yo, how do you feel about Guilty Gear Strive? How do you feel about it? This and that. So the things I like about Guilty Gear Strive, the graphics is amazing, the sound effects is amazing. As a matter of fact, fucking amazing, top notch. I actually kudos to them. They keep pushing the line further and further, man. That's really difficult to do. This game is mad pretty, and then they said, nah, we're gonna make Guilty Gear Strive look even better than this game, which is fucking crazy. You know, it's actually really fucking crazy for them to do that. What I like about Guilty Gear Strive is the netcode is, I play somebody from Puerto Rico. And it played like it was like the dude was right next to me. This is crazy. Yo, Infamous, what's going on? To be able to have somebody in another state, another country, you know what I'm saying? Shit, probably another world. And, I'm over-exaggerating, obviously. But to be able to play them and there was really no hiccups is just fucking amazing. I don't know who they hired. They clearly got some technician that knew how to implement rollback and go beyond the ones that we already have for Skullgirls, for the My Little Pony game, Killer Instinct, because those games obviously have, at that time and point, they had the best rollbacks. I think Guilty Gear squashed everything, man, except for possibly Skullgirls. Oh my goodness, Rose, thank you so much. Them fighting hers, yeah. I didn't know the name, thank you. So for Guilty Gear to have a nigga from the Bronx play somebody from Puerto Rico and it working the way it did is fucking phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. If they got to do from KI to, I don't know, but clearly that person was like, yo, I know how to make it even more advanced. I gotcha, Arxis. Because that shit felt so good, man. That shit felt so fucking good. It was crazy to play somebody from Puerto Rico, and I was able to convert, react, and everything worked perfectly, man. It's crazy. Naga Ryuki. Yeah, I put him in his own category, to be honest with you. What an amazing design. What a fucking amazing design. Even though he's not a weird character, and I miss Guilty Gear being like having like that one really weird character or just weird in general. Nagaryuki pulled me in hard body. From his wake up animation to him laughing when he gets hit or knocked out the fucking stage. You know, just him in general, his design. They put a black man in Guilty Gear. Shit. And you know he be pulling all the ladies. That nigga smooth as a motherfucker. That motherfucker smooth as shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he's straight, you know, he possibly, you never know, man. But all right. So you know, him alone, him being a black vampire samurai is godlike, and a big body, which is crazy. Which is absolutely crazy. So my whole thing is like, him, a character can literally pull you into a game even if you don't like the game like that. You know? And I'm not saying I don't like the game like that. I'm just saying Nagaryuki literally does that for me. And I still really like Potemkin. My man be like, boom, boom, boom. We loving that shit. That should be getting me hype. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, like things like that can like when you add personality or persona to characters in a game, from their idle stance to the battle stance to things that they say and stuff like that, just like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, it pulls you in. It pulls you in, and I really like that, and I'm hoping that other characters in Guilty Gear Strive do that for you as well, you know? Once the story and Geo being thick is confirmed, it really? I would have to see. I would really have to see if Giovanna's actually thick or those pants a little too baggy. Oh man. So I like the battle system, even though it is different from the other Guilty Gears, that it is. It doesn't really play so much like the other Guilty Gears in a sense. But I do like it. I don't mind it not having the Gatlings, because you're still able to convert from the jabs for most characters except for like Potemkin so far. Potemkin is the only character that can't convert from a jab, which kind of sucks. But I'm okay with it. Unless he can trip you, right? Yo, Akari, I got you. Thank you so much. So I'm not. She has a fuck. Yeah, she does have a fucked up posture. Oh shit! Can somebody get Ryuki in? It would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, he's a young boy. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get in, but he don't have the funds. So if anybody can look out for Ryuki, it would be greatly appreciated, guys. The other thing I do like is being able to get like the music, the colors, and all that shit. I think that's pretty cool as well. The fishing is cool. The things I don't, Brother Queez, you can literally donate using that link right there. Thank you so much. The things I don't like about Guilty Gear Strive, I feel like the movement is kind of sluggish. Yeah. Kusik said the shit is ass. The movement is, it is not it. Yeah.
I think especially air movement, with the way air dashes work in this installment of Guilty Gear, way too slow. Way too slow. It like your character stops all momentum, and then the grid appears, and then they dash from it. Like that's too slow for a game like Guilty Gear. The movement for everyone has been like nerfed across the board, and especially if you come from FighterZ, like no matter what y'all say about FighterZ, FighterZ movement, like outside of like super dash and raw attack, it's kind of OD. It's like it has some of the most free form movement in an anime fighter. So I think like going to Guilty Gear after it, I'm like it's way too slow. Like even the kill stage said it. Like they made air dashing feel terrible. That shit feels disgusting. I'm like, why am I even doing this? This is not the way. I think there's ways they could like clean up the movement, make it a bit more seamless, and I would love that. And that would be a lot better. That's about it. That's like just in terms of movement, that's my problem with it. You know, I would like to see the game be a bit faster, maybe. But other than that, also my man Nago can't walk. That's crazy. Put a black man in, and they took away his ability to run and jump. That's wild. Yo, they was like, vampire, big, black. Make sure that nigga can't air dash. Yo, he can't. Yo, he be like, that's it. My man has a 1-2 slide. That's it. I also think they kind of went ham with like how blood gauge meter works. I think they should give him more moves that allow him to control how blood gauge works. Because I know so far he has about 2 where you could decrease how much blood gauge there is, right?
It's either using the sword to force him to block or to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the vampire one.
That's it. I think there should be another, like, they need at least 1 or 2 more moves where he could control that. Because right now, if that shit accidentally goes off, you know I get a full punish. If blood gauge just goes all the way up for you, I get to walk up and Fujin you for free. Nigga said the high blood pressure gauge.
The higher that shit goes, the more my blood pressure goes up.
Yeah, they were kind of ODing with it. Like I understand he's supposed to be like a management character with the risk and reward, but they were ODing with it. Cause I remember by accident, you know his movement move where he disappears. I did that shit 3 times in a row. That blood gauge said boom. I was like, wait, what? And then my health just disappeared. I was like, all right, you guys got it. All right, my bad. I ain't gonna do that again. My bad, guys. Someone said his insulin meter. Hey, brother Quiz, thank you for the $20 donation. We're gonna cover that kid. I fucking hate these kids, bro. I just lost to Hikari yesterday. I hate it. It's 3-1 though. We're getting better. I told y'all body bubbles, bro. It's not just the team. It's that nigga need to reflect on his actions. Yeah. I was like, oh word? We want to reflect? I pulled out Gogeta. I was like, all right, reflect now. Bing. 3-1. No, because I'll give it to him because he sent me to losers 3-2 at the beginning. I was like, oh word? All right, say less. 3-1. You know what I'm saying? Y'all people gotta chill out. Y'all gotta block sometimes. It's okay to block. Yeah, it's because he's too. I'm like, listen, I play Ichiran, bro. You gonna have to pull out some crazy shit with this barrier for me to get hit. I was like, because essentially because of how his team works, he's limiting himself in neutral. I'm like, you have 1 C beam every 8 seconds, and then you have a barrier, and that's it. Like that's it. I'm like, I can play keep away. I'm gonna get my hit. I can play keep away all I want, and then my team got the neutral. Ain't no CSS here, bro. This is Baby B and UIB. That means I control 1 angle on the ground, and I got 1 angle for the air. And you fuck up, I'm in there. Oh yeah, here you go. Get back in there. I've only lost 1. That's one more thing. Y'all niggas are playing around with this not having frame data in this game day 1. All right, y'all are actually trolling niggas. That makes absolutely no. I'm completely like dead ass serious. That makes no fucking sense to not have frame data in this game, especially with some of the bullshit you having these characters do. Like that. If anything, frame data is more casual friendly because it helps someone figure out what am I supposed to do to punish this, right? Because like they're with Ram, she has where she puts down her swords and they explode and they put you in a block stun. You don't know what that is the first time you play Ramathol. You don't know how much that is, and then Ramathol does the slow ass jump in. You're like, oh, I can anti-air this, right? And then it's like, nope, you got counter hit. I'm like, what's the frames on this? I need my data. I need my data. What are y'all doing? Like that's actually a joke. Like you got put the frame data in. Stop playing with us. I'm not doing the shit with DBFZ where we had to wait like 2 fucking seasons to get frame data. We're not doing that. Y'all niggas got 2 months at most. I shouldn't even give y'all 2 months, but y'all niggas need to have this frame data in here ASAP. I'm not playing these games. I got a major. I want to get my top 8, and I want to do my fucking ring entrance as CEO. So y'all niggas gonna stop playing me. Y'all gonna put this fucking frame data in. Yeah, yep, bum. I'm serious. I want my fucking ring entrance as CEO. I'm doing the D-Lo Brown. I'm either doing D-Lo Brown. I'm gonna do Nation of Domination with KBB. As we talked about, I want my top 8 ring entrance. Stop playing with me. I've only lost 1 match online at all, and that was to a Ramathor because I didn't know the fucking frame data on those fucking swords. I'm like, yeah. All right, yeah, get back in there. I'm level 8. I'm at level 8 on the floors. I'm about to be Celestial real quick. I'm gonna fuck y'all up. All right, let's go.
See, but that's what I want. I want the players here to literally get better, good shit to acoustics, literally picking up other games, you know, and wanting to get better and stuff like that. Yeah, he's gonna do the little route. Acoustics been stepping it up, man. Real talk, he's been stepping it up big time. So like the hunger is there for him to, you know, want to step it up, and that's what I want for the players in general. Yeah, for Guilty Gear Strive, the fact that there's no frame data and it's the year 2021 is a joke. It's a big joke, and I don't like that at all. I think Strive is okay. I put it above average. The netcode is a huge plus. The gameplay, I like slow-paced games and I like fast-paced games. It's on the slower side for sure, but the movement is sluggish. Yo, Terry Bogard, what is good? The movement is sluggish, and I think that's a little problematic. I don't really like the movement being the way it is. The other issue I kind of have, to be honest with you, no, matter of fact, fuck that. The wall. The wall is garbage. The wall is garbage. That shit sucks. No, people still don't even know how it works completely, which is crazy. How is the wall one of the most complicated things in the game? It sucks, man. It sucks. So I'm not a fan of the wall at all. And it's like, yeah, it's garbage. Yeah, y'all heard correctly. So I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it at all. I really hope that there's some type. They're gonna keep it in no matter what, because it's already part of the core mechanics, right? I just hope that they clean it up. They do something about it. That shit is garbage, man. That shit is actually fucking garbage. The music is god awful. It's horrible. I'm so glad that you can purchase the music, because if I had to deal with those soundtracks, I would lose my mind. I probably would stop playing the game, or for the music alone. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Mind you, no, this is real talk though. No funny shit. I actually think the music is bad for commentary. The simple fact that it's too much screaming and it's loud shit going on is actually bad for commentary. But it's the, yep, and then there's no lyrics. Yeah, and it's too crazy. It's way too crazy. I can't. Yeah, that shit is not good for commentary at all. It's not. It's not, guys. Unfortunately, it's just not it. The other issue is the lobbies are not they're not functioning correctly. But I think that's a thing for fighting games in general, which I wish they would stop doing that shit.
You want to see the next problem? Mind if I take down your green screen?
Go ahead.
In the background, I have Guilty Gear. It's been
Loading.
for the last 3 minutes.
So Kusix is showing that Guilty Gear has literally been loading for the last 3 minutes. That's another issue as well.
That's old. Nigga, I ate my food. I went to your
And now it just loaded.
and now and then it's still loading.
Yeah, that's a huge problem, man. Yo, cool kid. And it's still low.
Communicating. It's still communicating. That's OD.
Yeah, but sensational. The majority are gonna play on PS4 though. Let's be real. PS5 is not. Even though a lot of people got PS5, it would not be. Yeah, it's not gonna be the standard for quite some time. It won't be the standard for another like 1.5 to 2 years. So it will not be the standard for like another 2 years. So we're stuck on playing Guilty Gear on PS4, and the load times is atrocious, man. And this is not to even go online. This is just the game in general. It is atrocious. So it's bad, man. And even the PS5, yo, when I went to go look up players' profiles, it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to look up one profile. I bet none of y'all tried that out yet, right? Well, I did yesterday on stream, and that shit legit just did not work out good. Is PC bad for tournaments? As of right now, it's horrible for tournaments. It's very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. So for anybody that's wondering, we checked out profiles, and for one profile, it takes almost 2 minutes to look at one profile. It's really, really bad, man. Yeah, like Street Fighter V is kind of like on the same wave, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but that shit needs to change, man. That's why I don't go based on just the gameplay, because if I was to go based on that, I'd be like, the gameplay is good, right? As of right now. But I don't like to go based on just. I want to go for the whole package. I paid $100 pretty much for the game, for the Ultimate Edition, and I'm not too happy about it, to be honest with you, because it comes with so many problems, so many issues that need to be addressed kind of ASAP, man. Just have a 8-12 man pertinent just to see how it goes. Nah, I mean, I'm gonna look at Casa La Blanca and Leffen's tournament. Supposedly, Flux entered the La Casa tournament yesterday, and it ran super fast. But he also says, because you know how I operate. When I do a tournament, it's way more entertainment than just straight tournament matches. I want to have fun with you guys. That's why we do what we do. You understand? But in us doing what we do, it also takes longer. But I purposely do that. I hope you guys realize that, by the way. It's a show. What we do is literally a show / tournament. Other people is more of a tournament than a show. You understand? People do their tournament and they want everything to go fast. I can do the same thing. It's not complicated, man. I already have the experience to do so. But my whole thing is I like to make it a show. I like for us to have fun, especially during COVID, where everything was fucking horrible for us. I want us to have fun. I want it to be entertaining. You understand? So that's the reason why I go about it. I want to be able to have more matches on stream. So I'm way more focused on that. You know what I'm saying? I know we don't have all the time in the world, but I try my best to literally deliver entertaining stuff, not only as a tournament but as a show as well. All right, just to let you guys know. So when I do my Guilty Gear tournament, it's gonna be the same thing as I do Dragon Ball FighterZ. We're gonna have our punchlines. We're gonna be silly with it. We're gonna curse, all that shit. You don't like it, then you don't gotta be here. And if you like that from our Dragon Ball tournaments, then y'all know what to expect when it comes to Guilty Gear. And I seriously appreciate, because we've been having straight 400. I know people don't know who, when it comes to Guilty Gear, people don't know who I am. But the simple fact that we've been having so many people come through for Guilty Gear here on this channel is crazy, man. It's actually crazy. I don't expect that at all. I have been getting better in the game. I can admit that for sure. I didn't expect that to be a thing to happen so fast, but I've been improving pretty fast. You know, I just try to bring my skill set from one game to the next and learn and bring the chaos, man. Deliver the chaos to your screens, pretty much. So, when it comes to Guilty Gear, another issue I have with Guilty Gear is a good issue, right? I hate to say it like that. It's a good issue. So the reason why it's a good issue is because they're coming out with content literally 1 month later. But nobody's talking about how they're literally coming out with 2 characters 1 month after the next, after release of the game. That's kind of fucking crazy. That doesn't bother y'all? That don't bother anybody? Nah? Because that bothers people when it came to the other games, how they were releasing DLC literally 1 month after. They're doing it here in this game too. It's like they could have legit had those 2 characters within the game and it could have been a 17-man roster. Literally, next month is a completely new character, and then the month after, which is August, is going to be a character that we've seen before. We know that's pretty standard, but it's still standard bullshit. We know that, Benny, but it's still standard bullshit. And it's because we the people buy into that shit, but that's not good. It's not good at all. So my whole thing is the only reason why I say it's good. The only reason why I say it's good is because, in all honesty, the more characters in the game, the more people you bring in. And I want more characters in the game because I feel like a 15-man roster on a game that already went through Guilty Gear 2 Overturn, Guilty Gear Sign /XRD, and now Guilty Gear Strive, which is his 4th iteration. I'm like, okay, we could have had 20 characters. Street Fighter X Tekken did it way worse though. They did it way worse, Cool Kid, because they actually had all 12 characters in the disc, and they tried to sell that shit, which they ended up selling it. But they had all 12 characters finished. But if y'all think that these companies don't do that shit now, y'all bugging. I'm pretty sure these characters be done, and they just holding on, and then they wait for like 2 months, and then they deliver the character and shit like that. A lot of the times, don't be fooled, man. Capcom just fucked up big time. Capcom fucked up big time. And at the end of the day, the company's got to make their money. So it is what it is. But I just don't like that. I don't like that literally we had 2 characters, July and August, that could have been in the roster. Those characters is finished. Don't think that those characters are not finished. Those characters are finished, man. I think the last 3 characters are probably not finished, but those 2 characters are like literally pretty much finished, man. So it is what it is. Those are my pros and cons for both games. I would like to see difference, and I want the Dragon Ball community and the Guilty Gear Strive community to literally coexist together, and be a thing. Because at the end of the day, fighting games are really fun and cool. You understand? There's no need to hate on one game. I don't want Dragon Ball Fighter, especially at the HOC. I don't want you guys to hate on Guilty Gear Strive. And with me doing Guilty Gear Strive, I don't want Guilty Gear Strive players to hate on DBFZ. There's no need for that shit. If you don't like it, that's completely fine. You understand? But I don't want to see none of that hatred or down talk in this channel ever. You understand? This is coming from somebody that done played PlayStation All-Stars, that played MVCI, that played a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I operate, man. There ain't no shilling here. There ain't no bullshit. At the end of the day, I think Guilty Gear Strive is above average. I think it's okay right now. There can be improvements that will make me like the game even more. If they release Gold Lewis Dickinson, shit, that's gonna be my new character, free. But besides that, that's how I feel about those 2 games, and I really hope for improvements on both games. Obviously rollback is something very important that I would love to have for Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I don't think that's ever going to be a thing. But offline is back. You guys, if y'all can, create a community in your area the same way I did here, the same way Henry Sen, Spooky did for him, Alex Vi did for him, Leffen is doing, well, he's doing online, but, you know, you guys can do the same thing, man. Don't think that this is something that is geared only towards specific people. No, you guys can do that as well. So, you know, don't hold back on wanting to create something for yourself. Just want to put that out there, because even if Dragon Ball FighterZ didn't exist for Season 2 locally, right, for the majority of the states in the U.S., that should exist here. That didn't stop us. That didn't stop us from hosting Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2 here, where it was pretty much dead everywhere else. We still held it down here. Don't forget that I also did that for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where it was dead everywhere else, and I was holding that shit down for years. Let's not forget that. So at the end of the day, if I'm able to do that, you guys are able to do that as well. I'm not no fucking superhuman. I'm just a regular nigga from the Bronx that wanted to create something, and people believed in me and supported me, and they come through. You guys can do the same thing, man. Y'all guys can do the same thing. Don't be afraid to ask for advice how to go about creating a community, creating events. Don't be afraid to ask questions, man. Real talk. But that's gonna be it for the Let's Talk Real Talk when it comes to Guilty Gear Strive and Dragon Ball FighterZ. I will be uploading this to my YouTube as well. I hope you guys like this talk. I felt like this talk was very important. Now I gotta play some of the people that donated, because you guys definitely looked out for the HOC. Thank you so much. Let's get back to these games.